Hey guys, it's Scott
and Beth
with Travel by Air, Sea and RV. And today we wanted to show you the inside of our Forest River Solera 22N Class C motorhome. We're getting a little bit of the hurricane today, so we have to kind of postpone the exterior review. But right now we're going to do the interior review of the motorhome. Her name is CoCo. I think we announced that on a previous video. We're going to start at the front door. I want to show you and we have the generator on because it's pretty warm. But you come in and we got two batteries here. Two is better than one, so we've got two batteries. We do have solar on the roof. Here's the solar charger and meter here. Your battery disconnect. These are your outside lights. Extend the awning, and this does not have a slide, so we do not have a slide in this motorhome. And here's a heat vent. There's no heat vents in the floor, which is nice. So if I come in here,
fire extinguisher here by the door,
and we'll do the cab next. And it's on a Ford chassis, and I'll start it up. And the Ford chassis, we also looked, sorry about that. We also looked at the Chevy chassis, and the Chevy chassis kind of had it had a little thing coming up in the dashboard that I'm 5'11", and it kind of was in my eyesight. So when I put up my chair to get over that, I was then looking in the sunshade. So the Chevy chassis just didn't have a good sight line for me. The Ford chassis, I really like, has a great sight line for me. And it's got the 7.3 liter Godzilla engine.
The Godzilla
engine. And it's got the Sony Apple CarPlay. I think it's about 9 inches. No, it's about 12 inches. And you can we put the GPS up on there, but it's a nice size monitor and for the dashboard. And it's got the power mirrors, heated mirrors. And also one thing that the Ford chassis has that I don't believe the Chevy chassis has is the Ford chassis has TPMS. So it has built-in TPMS from the factory, and you just get at it by pressing the buttons here. But that's always nice to have as a built-in TPMS. Cup holders. It's got a little light here that actually is pretty strong at night. Glove compartment. The Ford chassis, you are limited a bit in your leg room, but not a lot. There's enough leg room, as Beth is showing you there.
I'm 5'5", and I have plenty of leg room.
Yeah, there's a little more leg room in the Chevy, but there's not that much of a difference that it would make a difference to us. I'm kind of a Ford guy. I drive a Ford F-150, so I just prefer the Ford chassis. So, and you've got the left, right, and rear cameras, which is nice. Some Class C's at this level and at this size only have a rear view camera. This Solera has a left, right, and rear view, which is nice. So if we get out of the cab, I'll turn this off. So now we're going to show you the over-the-cab bunk. And this is one of our favorite parts of the motorhome. We use it for storage. Of course, it's meant as a bed. You might be able to fit two adults up here or a bunch of kids. We use it as storage. And it's a great place to just throw stuff when you're at a campsite that you don't want in the living area. And then we have the curtains. You just close it and it's up and out of the way. And it's a big area. I think it's, let me measure it. It's about 7.5 feet by about 5 feet. So it's a quite a large area.
7.5 by 5?
Yeah, 7.5 by 5 feet.
Okay.
It's quite a big area that we store a lot of things up here when we're out camping. And it's got the nice 40-inch TV. It's not a smart TV, but there are ways to make it a smart TV. And it's got a sound bar down here, which is nice because I don't know if you can hear it, but the air conditioner is on. And when the air conditioner is on, it's sometimes a little hard to hear, but with the sound bar, you can definitely hear the TV, which is nice. This swings in and out, and so swings out like this. You can see it in the living space out here. So one of our favorite parts of the Class C. This is a nice little area back here. There's never any place to put a trash can. And there just happens to be a great, perfect size space for our trash can. So that's where we keep our trash can. And, you know, it's a perfect place for it, perfect place. One thing I forgot to mention when I was in the cab is that this seat reclines all the way back. So if I'm driving and Beth's in the passenger seat, she can recline back, you know, take a nap, take a rest. Some seats in some Class C's don't recline back because there's a dinette in back of it or something in back of it. But this one, the seat reclines all the way back. Plus, it becomes part of the living area. So you can turn it around like this, and it's got a little cushion here that you can sit on, and it becomes part of the living area. So you can add a person, which is nice. So now we're going to...
It's only that seat that reclines.
Yeah, it's only that seat. The driver's seat does not recline. Yeah. And it's very easy to put back. You just put it back like that. So next is the U-shaped dinette. We really love the U-shaped dinette. It's big. It can fit, I'd say, 4 to 6 people. It breaks down to a bed. One thing I like about the U-shaped dinette is that the table is usually supported with a bar underneath it here, either 1 or 2 bars. This has 1, but in our travel trailer that we had before this, it did not have a bar that went down to the floor. It kind of had a support that came out from the side wall, and that kept coming loose, and the table kept coming loose. This is very solid and very sturdy. So I like the supports that the pipe support kind of right underneath the table. Now, as I mentioned, this does break down to a bed, quite a large bed. And I think I'll do that right now just to show you how quickly you can do that. It's pretty simple. And then you have the pillow right here. There you go. Now, we usually put a topper on it. If Beth is sleeping here and I'm sleeping in the bed over here, and we'll explain that a little bit later. But to measure this, it's a good sized bed. With the cushions in, it's 39 inches wide and 66 inches long. So if you take the cushions out, you probably add about 6 inches to the length, 3 inches to the width. But with the topper on that, wouldn't you say it's comfortable?
Yeah, I think it's great.
And you could sleep 2 people there. It'd be tight. It's really nice for one person.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I want to say, we have the MCD shades in this motorhome. I like them. I don't like the pleated shades. They get kind of dented and bent. These are just simple MCD shades. They come down. I think they're pretty good quality. I like them. We had them in our Class A diesel pusher, and I really like them. So above the U-shaped dinette, we have storage. There's some things in here now, but we usually use it as a pantry, or just storage of cups, plates, pretty much anything. But there's a lot of storage area up there, so that's very nice. In a small motorhome, storage is at a premium. So the more you have, the better. You never have enough storage, really. So there's a lot of storage up there. Over here, over the door, what's nice, this is a little compartment where we usually keep our keys, our wallet, sunglasses, stuff that gets lost pretty easily in the RV. When you're camping, you can never find it. So this is a nice little compartment to put those type of things in. This compartment up here, we put a lot of the TV cables and wires and things like that for the TV. And this is the control panel. I'm a button and knob guy. I like to push buttons, turn knobs, and I
got that right.
and I know something works. The touch screens, we've had touch screens in the travel trailer and the diesel pusher, and we did have some issues with them, with some software issues. And this is just simple switches. You just for the tanks, push the gray tank, the black tank, the fresh tank. Very simple. So knobs and buttons for the control panel instead of a touch panel. So going over to the kitchen, what's nice, there is an extended counter here, and easy to put up, and that adds a decent amount of space. Large sink basin, have a charger for your phone here, and this is a sprayer. We like this.
It's retractable, right?
Yeah, it's retractable, and it does a spray or a solid full sprout. And what we did here, we put this. These are the burners here, 3 burners, gas burners, which we don't use that much. So we got this thick, big cutting board, and we put it right there. And
on Amazon,
and we use it there for more counter space. Because in a small motorhome, you never have enough counter space. So we increased our counter space by a little bit. There's a little bit spot back here. You can put bottles or cups or whatever you need. But this, we really love this. It's got a convection oven, and there we go. It's got a big drawer down below for pots and pans. Then it's got, underneath the sink for cleaning fluids and paper towels. And it's got a little drawer down here. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I missed the drawer. There's a drawer here too that we put a lot of our just kind of junk drawer stuff in there.
The cabinets above here. Yeah,
the cabinets above. These are pretty good sized cabinets. Pretty good room.
They go all the way.
Yeah, they go all the way from side to side. We put these storage basins in there so stuff doesn't fall all around. But you can fit a lot up here. And so it's, again, for a small motorhome, it does have a good amount of storage.
It really does.
Yeah. Moving over to the refrigerator freezer, it's a 12 volt. Love it. Love the 12 volt. It cools down quickly, and it does not take a whole lot of energy to run it. Can pretty much run it off the solar and the batteries, but I think it's 10 cubic feet. It's a good size refrigerator and freezer. And really, I just turned this on maybe an hour ago, and it's pretty cold.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. So we love the 12-volt compressor fridge and freezer. We've got one air conditioning unit in here. It's 15,000 BTU. Cools the motorhome down fine. It's got different outlets that you can steer the airflow. So that is helpful. Now, why don't you come over here? Mm-hmm. One thing nice about this, this has it's a curtain that you can shut this area off, and if somebody's sleeping in there or somebody's taking a shower, it's almost like a separate bedroom. You get privacy, so that's very nice. And we use that a lot. So coming back here, I'll show, this is a pretty good size closet, I guess you'd call it closet unit, where you can hang clothes or you can put drawers in there. And but it's a lot of big space. Mm-hmm. And there's two large drawers down below also. And so there's a good amount of storage.
Soft clothes too, right?
Soft clothes, yeah. Good amount of storage for clothes. Beth keeps, this is pretty much Beth's chest. And
it's my area.
Her area. And what I've done, this is
Scott's area.
This is a queen size bed. It's a 60 by 80 inch bed, which is very nice, but it's a corner bed. And if you guys have a corner bed, you know that it's tough for two people. It's tough for the inside person to get out, to go to the bathroom, get a drink of water. You got to kind of climb over the outside person. So basically what we do is I sleep here, and Beth sleeps on the U-shaped dinette. And really that makes things a lot easier, and a lot easier for a good sleep. You don't have to climb over each other. And because this is a big bed, 60 by 80 queen size bed, I just put this here. It's another little drawer.
It's almost like a nightstand.
Right.
Puts his fan up on his alarm clock.
Right, exactly. And
clothes in the drawer.
Yeah, and I've got the overhead cabinets. That's a lot of room. And I have a CPAP, so I put my CPAP right here, and I plug it in right underneath. There's two plugs there, so the CPAP works nice there. Do have little side tables. They're very small. You can fit a cell phone on it, maybe an iPad. That's about it. But two windows back here, again, the MCD shades. That is an emergency exit right over here. You could put a TV here. There is a hookup, cable hookup, and 12-volt hookup for the TV and an electrical outlet. So you could put a TV there if you wanted it. Got the controls for the air conditioning right there. Pretty self-explanatory. One thing I forgot to mention over here, we do have a Max Air fan right here that is a very nice fan. And what's nice is it has a rain guard on it. So when I store the motorhome, I open up the vent to get to let the hot air out, and the rain doesn't come in because it's got a rain cover on it. So that's real nice. Walking back to the bathroom area, this area, I mean, there's a sink, there's a medicine cabinet, but it's a pretty narrow area. It's kind of hard to wash your face and do things back here. So we use the kitchen sink a lot to wash our face and do that type of thing. But it is another area that you can put the cover on and use it for just some storage. Put your storage stuff there. Going into the bathroom, The door, we put these hooks on the door to hang towels, and they work out pretty well. Got the toilet and the shower. The shower it's kind of small, but
Why don't you go ahead and get in, huh?
I will. It's 24. I want to measure it here. It's 24 by 32, and it's fine.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'11", and it's fine for me. You have the skylight here. You have the kind of the wand shower, which is nice. But I'm like 5'11", 250, and I fit in here. You know, it's slightly tight, but it's fine. I usually take kind of quick showers, and I've got no complaints with the shower. And also it's got the shower door that when you close it, it kind of wipes the water off, and that's
like a squeegee.
Like
almost,
a squeegee.
Right?
And that's pretty nice. We do have a vent in here with a small mini fan. I'll probably put a max air fan in there eventually, because the mini fan really doesn't do a whole lot. But there is a vent in the bathroom. The toilet is porcelain and foot flush toilet, and it's tight, but it's not bad. I can close the door, and I'm fine in here. And again, I'm 5'11", 250, so I'm a bigger guy, and the toilet's fine for me.
We just can't be in the bathroom at the same time.
No, definitely not. So that is pretty much our interior review. Again, it's the Forest River Solera 22N, sometimes known as a 22NF for the Ford chassis. But it's 24 feet 6 inches long, a small motorhome with no slides. That's kind of what we like about it. It's easy peasy. When you get to a campsite, takes 7 minutes to set up, not a whole lot to do, easy to drive, and we really like it. We like the Class C type of motorhome, kind of over the Class A, just for several reasons that we'll tell you about in a separate email or separate video coming up. But that's pretty much it. That's the review of the internal. We are going to have a review of the outside of the motorhome. We were going to do that today, but we have a little hurricane coming through Florida, so we have to postpone that for a couple of days. But you will see the outside review coming soon. So that's about it. If you like what we're doing and you like this type of content, if you could like the video and subscribe, give it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. We're going to have some more videos of the RV coming out. We're going to have some more videos of cruising and that type of thing, and different trips we're taking. So if you want to come with us, please subscribe, and we'd love to have you come along. That's about it for now. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.